89.3 FM Toledo and Lima, 88.5 FM Wasia, on the web at yeshome.com, on the SFM Android and iTunes app, and the TuneIn Radio app, and now at 89.1 FM Fremont.
Right now, we are pleased to go to the phone lines and be joined by Manafest. Manafest, welcome to the Wake Up Call.
What's up, man? I am awake.
Got your coffee going, and you're ready to go, huh?
I'm ready to rock, and it's cool that you said it. I was wondering who that song was by, man. I didn't know that was the So Glow remix of Capital Kings. It was a really dope song, man.
Yeah, he's been doing tons of remixes, just about everybody.
Yeah, seriously. I know he did some stuff for TFK, and I forget who else he's done, but yeah, it's awesome. He's home now. He's not on the road, so he's making more music.
That's right. He's freed up his schedule a little bit, so.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I see you've been at home in Toronto and kind of helping out your wife with something, huh?
Yeah, she had an art show this past weekend, this thing called One of a Kind show, where it's got a whole bunch of different artists and creators, and so I was helping her with her booth and whatnot, and she's traveled around the world with me and been in this stinky van and been in airplanes all over the place, so, it's always cool to be able to give back and just support her, you know?
What kind of art does she do?
She does art prints. They're like inspirational art prints. She has this like City Girl collection, and they have different like inspirational messages on them and designs and whatnot.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, so it's been going really good. She's been doing it for about 3 years now.
Well, how is the family?
It is good, man. We're adjusting. I don't even want to say we're adjusting to the cold. We bared the cold, but family is good. I've got a pretty good balance of road life, home life right now. So figuring it out, you know, when you're a new dad and whatnot. My daughter just turned 1 year old last weekend, so you know, I'm kind of getting into the swing of things, I feel like.
My daughter just turned 1 year old.
Oh,
like
nice,
a week and a half ago. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, March 4th was her actual, March 15th was her birthday.
Ours was the 12th.
Congrats.
There you go. All right.
Wow.
We could, if we had
Awesome,
known, we
man.
could have had a party together.
And my granddaughter
Exactly.
was just born on the 17th.
Look at
Oh,
us.
cool, man.
We're
Family's exploding.
we're bonding here.
Yeah.
Manafest and I in a young way, you in an old way.
Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out, Tommy. So how is the little one?
She's good, man. She's hyper. She's energetic like her dad, and just a lot of fun. Her name's London, and so yeah, she's been really great. It's a real blessing, and I just I woke up about an hour or two ago because she was awake, and then I put her back to bed, and she's going to be probably waking up soon. She's going to be coming down the stairs. Hopefully, I don't wake her up with the interview.
So any hints of if she's got your wife's artistic talent or your musical talent yet?
You know, we're not really too sure. We know she likes music and likes to dance. That's about all it. I definitely can't dance, so hopefully she likes music. So we'll see. Her mom can dance a bit, so we'll see what how it all pans out there.
Well, your album been doing well, and the book too. This seems to be a new trend. A lot of you guys have been writing books. How's the book been going? Fighter.
It's been really cool, man. It's been really powerful just to hear the impact the message in it has been having, and I also did the book's called Fighter: 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams, and I kind of spawned off the album Fighter and that whole concept of, you know, a fighter is someone who never fails, a fighter is someone who never quits. And I've just been diving deeper into that. I feel like God's been speaking to me of the whole point as Christians, as believers, you know, and that this kind of mantra of WDQ, which is we don't quit, you know, and we just keep persevering through the tough times until we, you know, see God be the God of the breakthrough in our lives, you know, whatever that is for an individual. And so the book has just allowed me to go deeper than the music just has. And I do a podcast with it as well. And so it's been really neat, man, just to connect with my fans on a whole new level.
So do you see it's mostly your music fans grabbing the book, or have you found a new audience that you've been able to notice because of the book?
Both, for sure. My audience and a new audience. People that would never buy my music, I think, have found the book, which is cool.
Cool. Now, since the book and the Fighter CD, you have a new CD called The Moment.
Yeah, we just released that last August, and that's been doing really well. It was produced by my buddy Adam Messenger and Joel from TFK. And, of course, Trevor's featured on the new single Diamonds. and that's been a lot of fun, man. It's always cool to put new music out there, and this one was a bit of a different twist, and so we're only on the second single right now, and it's been a really great response from people and performing at the live shows, and I just want to release new music way more frequently, and I'm really excited to be doing that. And I feel like we've kept it pretty consistent every 1.5 to 2 years, just trying to put new music out there, because people just burn through it so quickly.
Yeah. So trying to do it that often, does that put pressure on you to be creative and come up with the songs, or is that more of a help for you?
To be honest, it's better, because I find, at least normally, you're just like tour, okay, stop, make an album, and then you tour for a really long time, and I found I didn't make music as much, but I feel like when you have projects and things you want to put out, it has you keep creating, and it keeps just your writing sharp and your mind sharp in the creativity zone. I'm jealous of producers that just, swirl in creativity every day, and that's all they do, as opposed to a lot of artists. They're out on the road performing the songs, and so I'm excited. I feel like I'm at a time where I'm going to be creating just as much as I'm going to be touring, I'm really happy about that, because it takes a while sometimes to get the juices flowing and just stay in that inspiration, as opposed to just like when this is what you do, it comes out even more naturally, and I feel like I'm in a really good swing, because I didn't really stop very long this time like I normally would between records.
Yeah, and we've talked to a lot of bands and talk about, trying to write the next album while they're touring for the previous album, and how hard that is, because you're just, you're already tired from being on the road, and you're pulled in 28 million different directions, and it's like, oh, by the way, let's go write a song.
Yeah, your mind's split, right? And that's the whole power of focus, when you can stop one thing and focus on another. And I remember that. I remember waking up, and I remember I was on tour with the band I was with last Tuesday, and I was sharing a hotel room with them way back in the day. And I remember waking up early and crawling over people in the hotel room to go sit on the hotel lobby floor just to get some quiet time to write in, because I knew in another hour or two where I was going to be in the van for about 3 or 4 hours, and I'd get no time to write. So it was just like, okay, get it in, even if it's one line of a lyric or one idea, and then I'll pass out in the van and sleep the rest of the way.
We're talking with Manafest, and how has the touring schedule been for you? What have you got coming up? Any tours or concerts recently that were pretty memorable?
Yeah, well, what was really cool, in December we did Moscow and Ukraine and Germany.
Wow.
I've done Germany a bunch of times, but I'd never been to Moscow or Ukraine, so that was really cool. It's so funny, I was talking to my buddy Joe about it, because he had toured with them with Red, and Joe plays drums for me right now on and off in a bunch of other bands. But we were talking about it, I was like, yeah, I'd love to go there. And then the next thing I know, like a month or two later, my booking agent sends me an offer to go to Moscow, and it was cool, because it was all clubs and bars, and just really got to shine some light and meet some really cool people. So that's probably the most memorable recently. I'm going to the UK in August for a couple festivals, and we might go to Japan again, we'll see, but then definitely going to California next month. I'm so stoked. And going to a bunch of other places, Arizona, and yeah, staying busy, man. The schedule, there's always dates every month, right?
Oh yeah. Now, when you were in Russia, were you considered, is there much of a Christian music scene there, or were you just an artist, a mainstream artist?
Just a regular artist. They don't classify Christian or non-Christian. That's really only in North America circles where you really have that, a little bit in others. But yeah, it's interesting. Anywhere outside of Canada and the U.S., I'm normally playing in a club or bar, which is really interesting, and just the dynamic. And because, even Canada compared to the U.S., like the Christian industry that you guys have, there's really nothing like it anywhere else in the world.
So how did Russia receive an artist like you? Were some familiar with you, or you were just kind of put an opportunity to get exposure, or what was it like?
Well, it was a bit of both, but to be honest, everyone that was there was singing all the songs.
Wow.
Which was just really wild, and then couldn't even speak English that well, but knew the tune. So that was really refreshing. I shared my testimony in Ukraine, and I sometimes I share for a little bit, and after I was done, some kid kind of shouts out with this like accent, like "Thank you, pasta," which was really funny. So but they were very thankful and very honoring, and just really appreciative of live music, which was really cool.
Okay, Pastor Manafest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mr. Manifest, can you please come this way?
So do you find, I mean, compare that with American audiences and, I mean, I guess pros and cons. What do you like about North American audiences versus maybe going over to Europe or other places? Is it just different, or do you have a preference?
Well, the thing is, because I've played so many U.S. shows, Canada shows, whatever, you're used to it, right? Where I feel like going to Europe, I haven't done enough to, unless you're on tour for a while, to know what to expect, right? So it's always kind of refreshing, unless you're going to a place where you've played a bunch of times, like a certain festival like we play in Germany. You start to get used to the culture there. But that's always a surprise, and wondering how people are going to respond and connect with you, and just the food, the whole thing, the sound, the people you're working with. It's just a whole experience in its own, and I think I like the switch up and the change. It's refreshing.
We're talking with Manafest here, and joining us, talking about his book, his album, his family, his wife's art, everything.
Yeah, we got it all covered.
All right, and any tours coming up? You got any good, or is it just the festival season that's next on your list? What's coming up?
Yeah, just we got a few festivals. I know we're doing Joshua Fest. Where else are we doing? We might be doing Kingdom Bound. I can't remember. But mostly just spot dates. When I look at it, I know we're doing YC Edmonton, which is a pretty big one. They get like 15,000 people out to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I always love doing that out, and that's West Coast Canada. We're doing some festivals in California, Green Bay. I'm just looking at my calendar right now as we're going through. A bit of Idaho, UK, I mentioned, and it looks like I thought I saw Ohio there. Looks like we got Dayton, Ohio, or Cleveland, Ohio on the planning list. So I'm stoked to get out there. What's up? Maybe Colorado. So yeah, we definitely got some dates on the list, and so it's gonna be a busy year, man.
Oh, well, you get to bring your family along with you on some of these opportunities?
No, my family doesn't really travel with me right now. My wife used to, and in the future, I'm sure they're gonna travel with me a little bit, because that would be just so fun to have my daughter.
Yeah, when London gets
come
a little
on
older.
out. Yeah, I really look forward to that. Before she's 2, I gotta bring her out, because then the plane ticket's free as well too. So you guys know that what that's all about?
Oh yeah, yeah. The life of a Christian artist. Got to find the free airfare wherever you can get it.
Yeah.
Well, Manafest, thanks for spending some time with us this morning. Good to hear from you. And it's been 8 months since the moment has been released. So are you on your way for a new album yet? In the process?
Yeah, gonna be working on a new record. We got the new music video for Diamonds coming out tomorrow, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do another music video or lyric video. And plus, there's also a crazy lyric video we're doing for Bull in a China Shop, which is going to be crazy. All I know is my buddy bought a whole bunch of china. And if you saw the lyric video for Edge of My Life, you know it's going to be crazy. So I'm really excited to what he's going to do, because he's just a gnarly dude. But going to be doing some more creative stuff for the moment. We're not fully done yet, but I am in the studio working on new music already and cranking stuff out. I'll be in there today, and so that's good. I'm really excited about that stuff too.
So I'm looking at your Facebook. Maybe this is just a lyric video? The video that you have on Facebook right now for Diamonds, that's not the one that comes out tomorrow?
No, it's not.
Okay, it looks like just a lyric video. Okay. So
yeah.
What will that video be like?
Well, we shot it in about 30, 40 locations around San Diego, and I did like 10 different outfits, so that gives people a little bit of an idea of what to expect, or what not to expect, I don't know. But it was a lot of fun, and my buddy wanted to punch me because it was so much editing and post-production of all the different cuts and stuff, so... But he had fun, and we have a good relationship, so it's so much fun creating art and making all that stuff. I really do enjoy it.
Well, tell us about the song Diamonds.
Yeah, God just really spoke to me. And speaking of books again, Brian Head Welch's book, Save Me From Myself, when I was writing over the beat that Joelle from TFK sent me, I just kept on thinking of that story where Brian was struggling with drug addiction, and I had this idea come to mind about someone's, like a guy or girl, struggling with, I don't know, whether it's porn, alcohol, drugs, and just running out of the house before they, get involved in that junk again, to run away from it. And so the whole idea of the song was just to conquer addiction. And I wrote the verses, recorded them, sent them to Joel, and then Trevor heard them, and he was like, dude, these are like the best verses you've ever done. I got to jump on this track. And he's like, let me write something. And so he wrote the hook to it, and you know, from there, it's just been a real favorite for a lot of people on the record, which has been really cool. Everybody likes the songs me and Trevor do, so he's dope. So it's always cool to hear the reaction from people.
All right. Well, hey, again, thanks, Manafest. Where can people go online to check you out? And also, when the video comes out, what's the best place to catch that?
Yeah, just go to manafest.com, manafest.com, or go to my Facebook. We'll be posting it there as well, too.
All right.
Hey, Manifest, thanks so much. We do appreciate your time with us, and we're going to head out with your song, Diamonds. Give everybody a little
Awesome.
taste of it. Hey, thanks again, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, you too, man. Have a great day, guys.
Thanks, you too.
Yes.